Welcome to a guide to new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. Right then, mods for Friday the 5th of July. I'm posting this on Saturday because they dropped quite late on Friday evening and I didn't get a chance to do the review then. We've got quite a few to get through, so buckle in. I'll hopefully not make too many mistakes. We'll just go with it, see how we go. First up, we have got the Lizard Handcrafted Plow. This by Pepe978. It's 4 slots. It's a 1 meter plow, and you can have it with 2 or 3 ploughshares. Very nice, neat, tidy mod. Lots of great detail on it. Bolt heads all very shiny. It's a nice mod. It's quite a small plow. It's going to be a starting one if you're on a small map, small machinery, that kind of thing. That will take you a month of Sundays to do a big map, big field type scenario. Now, under ploughs, there we go, handcrafted plough, 8,500 to buy. Options available. We can change the main colour. There's various different ones available. And then we can also change 2 ploughshares to 3 ploughshares. Now it still says 1 metre. But with the 3 ploughshares it looks bigger. I'm assuming it still only does 1 metre. It hasn't changed in the menu. Requires 115 horsepower to pull, and it's a plough. Very nice indeed. Next up, we have got the Art Mechanic PT25 weights. This is for a telehandler. These are by Vanquish081. We had this on FS17, but only a single one. So the addition to this, and it's quite a new thing, is single weight on the bottom, and then you can have a double one on the top, because you often find when you're using your telehandlers and you've got a bucket or you've got something full or heavy and you've got the boom extended, you sometimes get a bit of tip and the back wheels come off the ground. This will make that situation a whole lot better. These can be found in store under weights. Scroll across. We have the PT25. It is 2 slots, which isn't too bad at all. 1,500 kilogram is the standard single. Then if you go for 3,000 kilogram, you get the double. So yeah, I like that. I like the fact it's configurable, so you can pick what you want to do with it. Makes using telehandler a lot better. Plus, let's just hook up. It does have a trailer hitch on it, and it does work. I know sometimes we get mods and we get vehicles and things that have trailer hitches and they're just there because the real life one does, but doesn't actually work. But don't worry, this trailer hitch on that weight does work. Fantastic. Nice addition from Vanquish081. Very nice indeed. Sorry, I know I'm rattling through these. Next up, we have got fertilizer and lime pallets. These are by Robymel81 Modding. So we've got lime pallet this side and lizard fertilizer pallet. Now these are very much like the new Pioneer seed pallets in that when you come to unload them, they unload 1 bag at a time, which is very clever. I like that idea. It's a nice kind of immersive feel to it when you're using them. So firstly, we'll have a look in here. Now they are under pallets, the larger pallets. If we scroll across, we'll come to them. Now the lime is okay, 2,100 litres for 460, which is pretty good. And if I come back out and we go onto these ones here and we go to lime, that's 450 for 2,000 litres, so it's about equitable. If we go to the lime big bag there, 2,000 litres, 400. So for 2,100, it's about right. The problem is, for me personally, and I like the fact it's going to be immersive and the bags go and that kind of thing, 2,100 litres of solid fertiliser for 4,032. Now, if we come back up here and we go to the big bags, for example, for 3,200 we've got 2,000 litres. You're paying 4,032 for only another 100 litres. The pricing, I think, is just a little bit off on the fertiliser on that. It's a minor thing because it's just, like I say, it's something different to have in game, but I know when I do my reviews I try and give you a kind of overview of where it kind of fits in with other mods and other things we've got available. But what I'm going to do very, very quickly is actually, we're going to have a look at this mod in a second. Actually, we'll have a look at this mod while we're doing it. We'll do both at the same time. This is, I've got to find it on my list. This is the Lizard Carry-all. This is by MAS Dev. 6 slots. It's basically a mini trailer which goes on your 3-point link. Not a bad size actually. You'll probably get 3 pallets along on the smaller pallets, but these are slightly larger ones. Very cool bit of kit, and it's got a strap on it as well, which we'll just take off a second. So kind of looking at both at the same time. Jump in this. So what I'll do is go to the lime pallet first. You should, when we get to it, be able to just press L3. Let's swing around so we can see the pallet. And there we go. The bags go one at a time as it fills up. That's cool. Right, swing around to the back one. And we'll do the fertiliser as well. Without crashing into it would be great. MrSealyp, get it right. There we go. So yeah, they're cool. I like that you know, as the bags go down, and you kind of can tell then at a glance what you've got left as well. Not down to the litre, but it is a lot easier when you're doing stuff like that. Right, so that's the fertiliser and lime pallets by Robymel81 Modding. Very nice. So like I say, this one here, the Lizard Carry-all by MAS Dev. Just jump in here. So we can lift it up for transport. I don't know if we can tilt it. Don't think we can tilt it. Let me just check in here. I don't want to miss it. No, I think it is what it is. We can lower or raise carry-all. But having the strap on it as well, very handy. Cheap as chips. Let's have a quick look in here. Oh, now what was it under? I think it was miscellaneous. Yes, it was 2,200. So you've in essence got yourself a mini trailer for 2,000. So you can put one on the front, one on the back. 4,400. You've got nice trailer set up. Actually, quite handy bit of kit that. I like that. That's clever. So there you go. That's the. Oh, actually, I need the tractor. That's the Lizard Carry-all. Oh, actually, what am I doing? Of course, the options available. We can change now. This is odd. The design colour. Let's go for something bright like yellow. Now I can't see what's changed on that. Is it the bolt? It can't be the bolt, surely. I can't see what else has changed to yellow. But we can change the base plate. Ah, that'd be the design colour. That's what it is then. Okay, that makes more sense. Why won't it let me go back to that? Hang on. Right, so the design colour will give you whatever colour base plate you're asking for. So, for example, if I do that, we can have it galvanised, or it'll be whatever colour you chose, your design colour. That's fine. That's weird, because in the menu, it's not letting me go back up to the main colour. I'm having to come backwards and forwards. We can change the main colour of the rest of the body to whatever we want as well. So we can change the main colour. Design colour will be the base plate if you decide to go for painted. So there you go, those are your options available on the Lizard Carry-all. So, next up, we've got these. We've got quite a few. I'm going to go as quickly as I can. These are the concrete meadow rollers by Realistic Farmers. We had these on FS17. These are for weeding. They did fertilising before on FS17. And they do come in a pack, and you can hook them together. They stay on the ground all the time, so when you pull them they roll. When you get to a field to use them as a weeder, you have to turn them on. So what I'll do is just open that. That way you're not doing any damage while you're going on the road. So yeah, where it says unfold weeder, you just press that, and that means they will do the weeding when you get there. Because when you drive, they will just roll behind you. Now, I haven't tried it yet, but on FS17, because you've got two different types here, you've got the main one here, which has got attachers on the back, and then you've got these ones here which attach to the attachers. If you do one of these, and then two more of these attached onto those, then two more of these attached onto those, you can go kind of wider and wider out with it. Each one is 2 metres, so at the moment we're on a 6 metre, but you could go out to 8, 10, and you know, depends how many you hook up. I do like that rusted effect though. The texture on that is brilliant. The concrete looks like concrete, and you have got more hooks on the back, so you know you can hook up all sorts of configurations on that. Now I don't do weeding as a rule. I don't have it set up on my games because I find it an absolute pain, and it can be very hit and miss how it works and runs. So I haven't got a demo to show you, but these are weeders. They come under, actually were they these in miscellaneous as well, I think. Yeah, they were. And it does say at the bottom, weeders pull out small grown weeds between crops, improving the field's state. They can only be used in the first growing stage of crops. 5,500 for the main one, and that is 9 slots for the first one. And then if you go for the second one that goes with it, hooks on the back, that's 5,000. I think the prices are pretty much how they were. There are no options available on them. They are what they are, but that's what I mean. When you look at some mods and the textures can be awful sometimes. The wood bits on the end look like wood. It looks like rust. Very, very nice mods, those. Right, moving on. We have got the Fendt Tigo 100. Where are we? 100 XR. It does say up on the side there, doesn't it? Yeah. XR. This is a loading wagon, and this is by Lukas and dajoe. We have got one in game already, but it's a smaller version, so this is a larger version of. We've got the Fendt Tigo XR 75D for 124 grand, but this is up this end, the Tigo XR 100D, 154,000 to buy, 54,000 litre capacity. It's, how many slots was it? It's 27 slots. It's quite high on the slot count, this one. But options available on it. We can change the main colour from Fendt Green to Black Beauty, if you want. We can change the rim colour from red to Schwartz to, is that white? Is that white, I take it? Yeah. And then a grey. We can have Trelleborgs or we can have Michelins, and to be fair, the options are the same on both. It depends what tyre brand you prefer. You can have standards or wides, and then you can have cover, no, or yes. Even the interior on that, when you look, you've got the stainless steel sections in there. Detailing on it is very, very nice indeed. That will set you back a fair bit though. If you go, well, I say fair bit, you go for all the extras, 159,000. It puts it a little bit more pricey than the Schlutermarker, isn't it? Schlutermarker Rapide, but cheaper than the Krone ZX 560 GD. So, I mean, I suppose it's a smaller capacity, but yeah. Anyway. Very nice, neat, tidy mod. Lots of detail on it. What we'll do is just hook it up. Open the covers. Nice smooth animation. Turn it on. Drop the pickup down. And away we go. So, it does what it's supposed to do. It's a loading wagon. Very nice indeed. Now I just needed to do this because this will help me with the next one. So that's by Lukas and dajoe. What I'll do, turn it off, lift it up, disconnect. Whoops. What I need to do now is go to the next mod, which is the Pottinger Novacat 302 ED. This is by Melody98. It's a rear mounted side mower, 3 meters wide. I think we've got a Coon one already, haven't we? But we haven't got one of these, and we might have modded one somewhere. Let's hook that up. So, in store, this comes under mowers, as you might expect. Yeah, we've got the Coon GMD side mower at the moment. But if we scroll right to the end, Novacat 302 ED, 10,500 for a 3 meter mower. It requires 60 horsepower to run. No options available. It comes as is. Raise it up and put it into its travelling position. Again, nice smooth operation. Put it back down again. Now, sometimes with mowers, when they're in this position here, you just press X to detach and it will detach. It won't let you. You actually have to put it on the ground before you can detach it. That's a nice little feature. It's something simple, but you know, turn it on. And away we go. It mows. It does exactly what it should do. Nice bit of suspension on there, the flex as it moves over the ground. Nice smooth animation on that as well too. Very nice. There you go. So that's the Pottinger Novacat 302 ED by Melody98. Moving on. We have got... What's this one? I'll get to it in a second. This is the Green Roller Classic. Yes, it is. Now, this is a roller, and unlike the concrete rollers, which are weeders, this one is a fertiliser, which is actually quite cool. Now, you have to be careful. It comes in a few different options, we'll have a look at in a second. When you roll, if you go, and it will work on grass fields, not the side ones, but if a field has actually got grass growing in it, if you know what I mean, not just the interesting stuff at the sides, it needs to be able to fertilise on an actual field itself. It will take the grass back to its first growth stage. So this is best used on a field that's just been mowed. And typically it's now doesn't seem to want to work. That can't only work with the workers, surely. That's weird because it worked earlier. Oh, turn on fertiliser spreader. So if you're doing it yourself, you have to treat it like a fertiliser spreader, and as you go forward, it will fertilise your ground, which for all intents and purposes means on a grass field, it's free fertiliser. It's, you know, that's actually really handy. You can raise it up, put it up on its wheels, and it won't do any damage whatsoever. Now, there are provisos with this. If you want to use it with a worker, you have to make sure that in your menu you've got buy fertiliser turned off, because if you have buy fertiliser turned on, apparently it won't work. But this is what I mean about it taking it back to the first growth stage. If I hire a worker now, it will turn it on automatically, off it will go, but it will take the grass right back. So if you need your grass, don't use it until you've cut your grass. Once you cut your grass, then use it. But yeah, that's really cool. Like I say, for all intents and purposes, free fertiliser. Yes, it's only 3 metres wide, but you can always set that off in the background, getting on with some work while you do something else. In store, this is also, I think, under miscellaneous. Go along here. There we go. Classic roller, 15,300. I think that's... I mean, the free fertiliser thing is... I know there's the Scaraflex as well. There's something like that as well that does the same kind of thing. We've got options here. We can have wheel setup, no, or with wheels for transport. I'd prefer it with the wheels. I don't know, it's just me. Personally, design options, we can have design 1. Weirdly, design 2, I can't tell what the difference is between design 1 and design 2. I've been looking and I can't see. But design 3 puts these hazard squares on the front as well as the rear. And then we can go back to standard and it doesn't have them at all. So those are your options. Wheel setup, and then you can have the hazard squares on there as well. So there you go. That's the Green Roller Classic by... Oh, that's by DasAlex. Sorry, I didn't say it was by DasAlex. 4 slots. Really handy indeed. Cool bit of kit, that. Right. Moving on. We have this. This is the Fendt Vario 700. In store it will say something else, but in the Modhub that's what it came down as. Very nice, neat, detailed mod. Textures look great. There's a load of configurable options on this. Windows open, or rear window opens, door opens, sunroof opens. It's very nice. Sounds great. Very cool indeed. L1 and side to side does the rear window. L1 up and down does the door. Then R1 up and down does the sunroof. Let's see a little bit better. Probably will be it. Let's hope. There you go. From in cab, let's turn the engine off. Right, so engine on. And we've got lights. You can see just down there's a little picture of a tractor just inside the steering wheel. You can turn those on, then go again, get the little red lights come up on there. Very cool indeed. Beacons are on, but there's nothing I can see coming up. Indicators do come up. Very, very cool. I like this mod. It just looks really, really nice. The detail in it is incredible. Wow. Right, so in store, this is under medium tractors. Now the standard 700 Vario is 180,000 to buy and is 13 slots. Really cool with this one. It's 3,000 more for the base model, still only 13 slots, which is really cool when you consider the options you get on it. And this is what still baffles me with the slot system. Some mods come out and they're 45, 50 slots. This does what a lot of those mods do. Configurable options, doors and windows open, but it's still only 13 slots. How have they done it? Don't know. But this is by Lukas 2002 and I think it's Danny. Is it Danny 86? I think so. I hope I got that right. I wrote it down, but my handwriting's terrible. So options available. We can change the rim colour to any of those. Let's say, for example, orange. I think the green and orange actually looks quite good together. Main colour, again, we can change it to any of these listed. I went for the old petrol kind of, I do like that colour. And then design colour, oh hang on, no, didn't want to do wheels. Design colour's a weird one, because I haven't been able to discern what the design colour does. I've looked at the roof, I've looked all around it. If you can see something I've missed, please let me know. That at the moment is on dark green. Let's go for something like white. I can't see anything that stands out. I thought maybe the interior, the seat changes colour. That doesn't seem to have done. I really don't know what that changes. Peculiar, but anyway. Right, so design. We can have normal, or we can have it with the fancy kind of chrome look on the exhaust and that lovely kind of aluminium-y type mesh on the front. Very nice. We can go for design. We can have no beacons, left beacon, I hope you saw that pop up then, right beacon, 2 beacons, and then we go with engines, and this is where it all goes. There's loads. We've got the 714 Vario Profi, 155 horsepower, Vario Power, 145. They seem to go up and then down again. 716 Vario Profi, 180, then 170. 718 is 198 or 188. The 720 is 219 or 209. Then we've got the 722, which is 238 or 228. And then we've got the 724, which comes in at 256 or 246. So you can go for a 724 Vario Profi, gives you 256 horsepower on a 700. That's pretty cool. Front loader attacher, yes, there we go. That's the design colour. Bang, found it. When I checked this earlier, I didn't put a front loader attacher on, so that's what your design colour changes. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's go back up to design colour then, and say go with, I don't know, dark blue. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's a lot of configurable options. Right, tyres then. We can have Trelleborgs, we can have Michelins, we can have Miters, knock-ins. So under Trelleborgs, standard, wheel weights, narrows, rear twins, twins, back to standard. Under Michelin's, standard, wheel weights, wide tyres, wheel broad type 1, so you've got wide and then even wider, and then wide tyres and weights, then back to standard. Then under Miters, we've got this keeps doing this. No, go back to where I was. There we go. This is driving me mad. Standard wheel weights. Oh, just standard and wheel weights under the Miters. Normally you get big old chunky ones, but I suppose you've got those in the other designs. And then let's say we've got the knock-ins, communal, however you want to say it. So quite a few options on that. But yeah, very, very nice looking tractor. I went for the chrome exhaust and Nice grill you can see through as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Very, very nice. Like that a lot. That's by Lukas 2002 and Danny86. Right, last, I say last, we've got a pack. This is the Coon interactive sprayers. Oh, crikey, what in there? Coon interactive sprayers. Now, as you can see, there's something a little bit different about these. We're going to use the tractor in a moment on these. Now, these are the Coon sprayers we've got in game already, but they've been modified. They've been modified, hence mods, by Holger Sengstock, no less. The front tank is 7 slots, then each of these are 8 slots. There's something I really like about this. Again, the slot thing, I don't know how it works or why it works the way it does, but if we go to crop protection, the standard in-game one, the front tank is 8,000 to buy and is 7 slots. Okay, does fertiliser and herbicide. And then you've got the Deltis, 30,000 to buy, 8 slots, 21 metre spread, fertiliser and herbicide. Then you've got the Metris, 84,000, also 8 slots, 36 metre and the rest of it. But if we go across the modded versions that we've got now, that come from Holger Sengstock, exactly the same. I know it says 1 on there at the moment because I've already got them in the game, but the prices are the same, the slot counts are identical, but these have a nice little secret up their sleeve. Well, options available, we can change the colour, and that's what I think is fantastic, to suit whatever you want for your farm. You can do the main colour. This keeps doing this for me and I don't know why. Unless I do it straight away, main colour, let's go with the blue again. Go straight across, there we go. Design colour is all the kind of peripheral bits around the edge, so it changes those. So you can do a whole host of configurations on it. Then capacity, standard or unload on pallets. Now this is the proviso on this. Standard setting means that when this unloads, it will unload into other sprayers, into other containers, into storage tanks. If you want it to unload as pallets, you have to change that to unload on pallets. So unlike the standard one, that when you unload will unload into liquid fertiliser pallets, this one doesn't. And that's what's great about this mod. It means that on certain maps and stuff, and I've just bought a sprayer on Washo, on Alien Jim's map, and he's got a storage facility. I unloaded and it put it out as pallets, which I then had to put into a tanker to unload again. With this mod now, which has literally come out a day after I did that, this mod will then unload directly into a liquid storage container for liquid fertiliser, which I think is brilliant. Now these options are available on all 3 versions, and it changes various different bits on there. The frame, and then the main colour we can change as well. The tank can change, I mean, like I say. And then the same with that unload pallets, and then it's the same with the Metris as well. Difference for the Metris is we can do the main colour, as I did already, but we can do the rim colour as well, which you can't do on the other 2, because obviously they're on 3 points, they don't have wheels. And then design colour, we can do the same as well, standard or unload to pallets, which is really, really cool. So what I've done, I mean, the mods look identical to the in-game standard ones, which is fantastic. I love the fact these can be customised. I love the fact the price isn't any different and the slot count isn't any different. So bottom line of it is, why would you use the other ones now when you can get these? Often you get a mod and the price is a lot higher, or the slot count is ridiculously high all of a sudden, and you think, well, I'll just stick to the standard one, thanks very much. But with this option available, there's no reason why you wouldn't. Let's grab this and I'll show you what I mean. Now I don't have a storage facility, but what I will do is hook up to this one, which I have full. Let's fold that away for a second. So I don't want to crash into this one. So the Deltis, I want to turn it the right way around, is empty, but the Metris has got fertiliser in it. So now if I go to here, next to it, it says start overloading. I'm now transferring the liquid fertiliser from the Metris into the Deltis, and I can do exactly the same thing if I've got a storage tank to put it in, or I've got a liquid fertiliser tanker, or so you can transfer backwards and forwards. That's brilliant. That's such a clever idea, with no impact on slot count or price, which is just absolutely wonderful. So there you go. Will it work on all storage tanks that take liquid fertiliser? It should do. I use the word should. But anyway, that's it from me. I know it's been quite a few to do and quite a long one, but anyway, I hope you found it useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.